One thing about prison is like everybody else's actions affect your actions, or really affect your outcome, I should say. Even in Los Angeles County Jail. Simple examples be like if somebody do something, the police don't like it, they take away the whole program for everybody. They try to act like that's just normal procedure, but really it's trying to give incentive for us to hurt this person. But not even just with stuff like that. Was when somebody blow the power out, Lord of mercy, now we be running around scrambling trying to make extension cords, gotta have the cord coming out your cell to the next cell if they power is still on, because when you blow the power out, you blow out the power for the top tier and the bottom tier, whoever is on that little frame right there. And sometimes that blows out the toilet too. And you know how messed up it is for you to be in prison with a not functioning toilet. And sometimes they don't care how long, like it'll be a minute before your stuff get fixed. I'll be ready to hurt somebody. Anyway, that reminds me of a prison story. I was in Centinela prison, it was two dudes from up north from the Bay. Since everything is like racially separated and gangs and all that, you really depend on other people to, I guess, be honorable gentlemen sometimes in order for violence and stuff to not happen. Now, these two dudes from the Bay, one dude was big as hell. He was like 6'4". The other dude was probably like 5'6", little skinny dude. They were cellies. Like I said in previous videos, you can rent phone time. And being as though you could rent phone time, you know, some people be having phones and they have drug problems as well. So sometimes they just transfer drugs for the phone time. Generally speaking, for me in prison, I try to steer clear of certain people that do business a certain type of way. If you're the type of person that like is trying to buy phone time with drugs or is accepting drugs for phone time, like a lot, I tend to think you may have smoker tendencies. So I steer clear. However, these two dudes, I never talked to them anyway because they was all the way from the Bay, but these two dudes got some phone time. Now, being as though they got phone time, they was already hot because they selling drugs under prison. They doing a grip of stuff. And, you know, a lot of the Bay dudes just be extra anyway, not like hating. That should be cool, actually. Like, bro, mamas, bro. Well, anyway. Now, being though that they hot, you know, being hot in prison just means, you know, the police then tried to search you, ran up on your cell a couple times, or you got a grip of different people coming to your cell. So they're like, why is he getting all this traffic? What's in his cell? So they hot, but they rent the phone time and don't care. So they get the phone time. Now the goon squad running a cell and they got the phone in their cell. So supposedly they flush it. They say they broke it real quick and flushed it. And the squad took them out, whatever. They didn't find the phone. They didn't get it right up. They go back to the cell, whatever. Now the southsider like, bro, where my phone at? They saying that they flushed it, but it ain't making sense because the size of the phone. Like, it's literally been situations in prison where dudes, like the CO trying to open the door and he got his door jammed. He's trying to break the phone and flush it and just can't break it. I seen a dude bend the screen and messed up, cut his hands. So that's fishy. And anyway, when you lose somebody's phone, most of the time, people want half their money. If they paid a band for that phone, they want $500. Now, this why it'd be a lot of times a rule not to do business with other races. Because amongst your race, you might be able to handle it with less bloodshed or whatever. But if it goes to another race and it turns to a riot, it can get real ugly. But then this is where the politics come in play. Because it's about, does the person press his line? Do these dudes fold? Like who end up giving? Or like, it's a lot of rules behind it, because now eyes is on that southsider dude. Like, okay, what you gonna do? They lost your phone. They ain't got your money. Matter of fact, it seemed like they stole your phone. And now everybody talking about this on the yard. I go to work, people talking about it. Like, man, the tension is up. Like, what they gonna do? Because people really don't think that they lost the phone. They think that they tried to keep the phone and, just use it. Then it's a lot of situations where supposedly the goon squad came in and they took a phone, then that same phone is on the yard. It gets tricky. But anyway, the time passed and they talk about they trying to get the money. They're just gonna give them half and they're gonna go from there. But then, like I say, smoker-ish. It comes out that they didn't lose the phone. these dudes was trying to give somebody phone time and get money. Basically, they stole his hoe and trying to pimp her out. So we get wind of that. The way the politics is run right now, we tend to try to decrease the bloodshed. So these dudes don't even know they're on the chopping block, and everybody knowing. So people set up a plan for them to get the phone out the cell first, and then like somebody asks for phone time. Then when they go around walking on the yard, people just got them. Like, sometimes I just don't understand why some people like gotta be so janky. Is your life not worth something? It could really get ugly.